Today I have a chapter for you, body movements. I hope you all are enjoying your winters and having a good time staying indoors. And always tell my students to keep smiling and have a very healthy food. In these winters, do take a lot of green vegetables, which is very good for your health. Also take hot homemade soup. Okay, so let's get started. Today the chapter is all about human body movements, and hope you will like this. And do sit with your parents to watch this chapter, and also if you like this video, give a like. Also you can give it to your friends, whosoever wants to get the maximum benefit from this chapter. So students, keep smiling and relax, and let's start with the chapter. So in this chapter we will start with the joints. There are four types of joints. They are ball and socket joint. So hip and shoulder has ball and socket joint. Then the second is the pivotal joint, which is the neck joint. The neck has a pivotal joint. Then we have a hinge joint. So what is a hinge? So you see at the rear side of the door, at the back of the door, there is a rectangular box that's called a hinge. So basically the elbow, this is the elbow, and then the knee. So basically what happens whenever there is a hinge in the door can move back and forth, right? It cannot rotate. It can move back and forth and sideways. So your elbows can move. It cannot rotate. You cannot rotate like this full arm. Elbow will move back and forth and sideways, right? This is a hinge joint. Same is the knee joint. It can move back and forth and sideways. So you cannot rotate your knee. You cannot do your knee like this. So basically that is with the hip and shoulder. So your ball and socket joint can rotate full circle, but hinge joint cannot. Similarly, like a door which comes back and forth. Same way, elbow and knee joint is a hinge joint, and then a pivotal joint, and then a fixed joint. Fixed joints are four. Upper jaw. This is upper jaw is a fixed joint. Skull and rib cage are fixed joints. So, and a backbone also is a fixed joint. So these four joints are fixed joints, and because we'll tell why it's a fixed joint, because there is hardly any ligament in a fixed joint. So I'll let you know how. Let's move further now. So bone and joint. Our human body has 206 bones. Bones and joints make the human skeletal system. Bones are made up of calcium and is a hard, so provides shape and structure to human body. So we have 206 bones. Then bones and joints make up the human skeletal system. We have a skeleton, so we can stand upright because we have a backbone, we have a skeletal system. So we have bones and joints, which is hard and which gives us the structure and shape to the human body. And that is why we are able to stand upright. Not like a dog which doesn't have a straight backbone. So we have a straight backbone, because of which we get a shape and form of a human body. So bones are made up of calcium and is hard, so provides shape and structure to the human body. When two bones meet, is at a joint. When two bones meet, it is at a joint. It is at the joints where the bones can move. So it is only at the joints where the bones can move. So I'll just see the diagram here. This is B1 and B2 are two bones. This is the ligament 3. Where I have mentioned 3 is the ligament, and where I have mentioned 2 is the cartilage. So B1 and B2 are bones. You can see the board. B1 and B2 are bones. This is the cartilage, right? It's a soft liquid. It's a soft. It is soft and it is like a liquid. So basically, that's the cartilage. Soft. I mentioned here soft, and ligament is so that the bones do not overlap over one another. So wherever the bones are there, bones are held by a ligament. They are held together by a ligament. Otherwise, when you move, the bones will overlap each other. So ligament is hard and it will hold the bones together. So this is what I mentioned all over here. Now let's study the kinds of joints. First we will do ball and socket joint. The shoulder joint has a hollow cup and is in the form of a round ball. So it's called ball and socket joint. So this shoulder has a cup. So basically the arms can move in a full circle, right? So basically This is what I have explained here. The shoulder joint has a hollow cup and is in the form of a round ball. So it's called ball and socket joint. It is hollow and allows full rotation. See full rotation? It allows full rotation. Example, when we dance, we can move our hips in any direction and also our shoulders. So we can move it up, down, full circle, back and front. That's why ball and socket joints, we can always move our shoulders or our hips up, down, full circle and also back and front. Like this, back, front, full circle and any sideways, up and down. So we can move this shoulders and same way as hip. So hip and shoulder joints are ball and socket joint. Okay. Now pivotal joint. Our neck is connected to our head at this joint. Our neck is connected. This joint is pivotal joint. Our neck is connected to this one. There is a joint over here. Neck is cylindrical like a cylinder, and then there is a round head. So basically, it allows movement up, down, sideways, right? But not full circle. You cannot move your head at the back. So pivotal joint is like this: head, neck, and this is a pivotal joint. So it says our neck is connected to our head at this joint. The cylindrical cylinder shape neck, cylinder shape neck, is joined by a ring like movement of head. By a ring like movement of head. Fine. So this is a pivotal joint. Now neck joint is a pivotal joint. So now let's move further, students. Hinge joint. So I already explained you the hinge. Doors at the rear have a rectangular shaped box that allows door to open and close, move back and forth. Right? It is called a hinge. In similar way, we have elbow and knee joints. Right? Our arms, front and back. Our arms, front and back. Right? Are connected by elbow joint. So are our knees also. So knees and our knees, and our elbows have this is the forearm. This is the front. This is the back. This is the front. This is the back of the arm, and this is the elbow joint. So elbow joint and knee joints it's called a hinge joint, right? So you can move back, forth, sideways, but you cannot again rotate this, right? So basically, it's just like a door. Door can move back and front, so you can move back and forth and sideways. So knee and elbow joints is basically a hinge joint, but a pivotal joint is the neck joint, and hip and shoulders are ball and socket joint. So till now, students, we have learned 3 joints. Now we come to another joint, which is the fixed joint. Now there are 4 fixed joints. Whenever there is a movement, ligament is present. So ligament will hold the bones together. So whenever the bones can move, the ligament is naturally the body will have a ligament. But when the bones don't move, then the body has no ligament there. Because ligament is because when the bones are moving, then they should not overlap each other. They should not collapse or they should not go over each other. So ligament is needed there. But when there is no movement of bones, which is at backbone, rib cage, skull and upper jaw, these 4 things have no movement. So there is hardly any ligament present here. The diagram mentioned above as 3, the third part, this 3 part is the ligament, this 3 which I have shown here. There is no ligament in fixed joints. Because there is no movement between 2 bones at this joint. The 4 fixed joints are skull. So skull is inside the head. Basically, you can move your head, but you're not moving your skull. Skull is inside. You cannot move your skull. It's a fixed joint. Rib cage, again, you can breathe in, breathe out, but the rib cage is actually it is inside your chest cavity and it protects your inner organs. So rib cage, which we will just do in the next part. So here this rib cage also is a fixed joint, backbone and upper jaw. Backbone also is a fixed joint and upper jaw is also fixed joint. See, backbone is like a spring, right? It's like a spring, but you cannot actually, what happens, backbone is flexible, but you cannot move the backbone by a choice. You are bending because the nature of the backbone is flexible. It's got a cartilage. Backbone has cartilage. It doesn't have a ligament. Why? Because as I mentioned to you, there is no ligament when there is a fixed joint. So backbone also doesn't move. It is a spring shape. It is made up of cartilage, which are soft liquid. So the bones are connected by cartilage, which is soft liquid. That's why, because of this, the backbone can twist, right? So, but it doesn't move. So that's again a fixed joint, and upper jaw again is a fixed joint. Now cartilage, the diagram above mentions two. The diagram above in two. Diagram above, which is here, in two, which is a dark portion, dark black, which I have shown here, is cartilage between the two bones B1 and B2, right? The diagram above mentions two is cartilage. It is soft liquid between two bones that reduces friction. What is friction? Any two bodies in contact has a friction. So friction is because they are in contact. So two bones, when they rub against each other, the friction is more. But because of a cartilage in between, the bones do not they don't rub against each other. So it reduces the friction. Cartilage reduces the friction or the contact force between the two bones. Due to friction, the bones wear and tear. Now if there is no cartilage, the bones will touch against each other. So there will be more of friction. So they will rub against each other. So just remember this point. Due to friction, the bones wear and tear, and contact between two bones is friction. Cartilage acts as a cushion. Cartilage acts as a cushion and prevents its wear and tear. Okay. However, with time the cartilage reduces. With time, which means when you grow old, and also elderly people do complain that they have pain in their knees and joints because the cartilage is reducing, and which is increasing the friction or the contact. So what happens in old age? The bones will rub against each other because cartilage is almost negligible or zero at that time. So those who do not have a good cartilage between the bones, their bones will wear and tear and they will have pain. So this is the reason why elderly people have pain in their knees often. As with age, cartilage reduces and increases friction between the bones. So now we'll just do some more things, and we'll study about the fixed joints, the human skeletal system, and as we proceed further. So let's continue further. Also, I would like to tell you that if you are sitting with your parents and your parents watched my channel's introduction to Score More, so in that video I have mentioned that science will be taught to you through concepts, which will be the chapter, NCERT chapter throughout, as I am telling you the concepts here, followed by a descriptive link. So the descriptive link will have the questions and answers. Okay, so I have done all the work for you. You need not worry. Just relax and go through the concepts as I am teaching you through a video, and then just sit back and you can get all the important questions and answers for your exams through the descriptive link. Okay, so let's continue further now. So the human skeletal system then. So bones form the human skeletal system. Bones, right? So it protects the inner organs of the human body and also gives form and shape to the human body. So the system, the human skeletal system actually, so like as we stand upright, animals do not stand upright because of the backbone. So the backbone by which humans stand straight. So basically what happens here, the human skeletal system has the inner organs of the human body. So inner organs are not outside, inside the human body. So we have a skeleton system which has bones. Inside the skeleton system we have all the organs, and also we have a backbone by which we are standing straight. So the point here is that this human skeletal system will give you form and shape to the human body. Okay, and anyways the inner organs also will be protected. They are all inside. Okay, so now let's move further. Now we talked about the fixed joints. So there are four fixed joints: upper jaw, then there is a skull, then there is a rib cage, and there is a backbone. So we'll discuss skull, rib cage, and backbone, which is in your chapter. So skull is the bone inside the head. Skull is the bone inside the head and is the outer cover of the brain. It is the outer cover of the brain. So we have a head which we see. Inside the head there is a skull. So skull protects or covers your brain. It protects the brain. It is a fixed joint that cannot move. It's a fixed joint which cannot move. Okay. So now we go to rib cage. So student, rib cage, you see the diagram of rib cage. They are concentric circles. There are 12 concentric circles. This is the chest. This is the chest cavity, and this is the backbone. So the rib cage, one end of the rib cage is, it joins the chest bone with the backbone. It joins the chest bone with the backbone. So it mentions that it joins the chest bone with the backbone to form concentric circles or a cage. So it's like a cage, right? It prevents the internal organs, liver, stomach, pancreas, lungs. So they're all inside. So it's actually at the so the rib cage actually is just like a cage, and inside the rib cage or behind the rib cage you have your internal organs like liver, pancreas, stomach, lungs. So they're all inside. This 11th and 12th concentric circle is not connected to the chest bone. So they are floating ribs. They are called floating ribs. So I have mentioned here 11 and 12, which you see in the diagram here, are floating ribs. They do not connect with the backbone. So they do not connect with the backbone. So basically all the other concentric circles are the backbone and the chest bone is connected, right? So these circles are connected to the backbone, but the 11th and 12th is not. So they are called floating ribs. Okay. Now we go to backbone. Again, it's a fixed joint. So this is basically 33 bones. You see the diagram, 33 bones. This is the neck, this is the hip. So between this there is a backbone. So basically there is no ligament. As I told you in the previous slide that there is no ligament because fixed joints have no movement. So ligament is not required. So cartilage, which is the soft liquid, so it is just formed by cartilage. So these bones are 33, but the bones are connected through cartilage. So basically there is a soft liquid inside which is cartilage, and there is no ligament because there is hardly any movement. These bones don't move. But due to cartilage, it is cushion. It is like a cushion. It is very soft, and you can bend your backbone. But basically you cannot move your backbone on your own or by any effort. So these are 33 bones, and in between the bones there is a cartilage, right? So the cartilage between the 33 bones gives flexibility to human backbone. It bends when we bend because of the cartilage between the bones. So because of the cartilage between the bones, it bends when we bend. So and it gives flexibility, right? So basically if you bend, you cannot bend this marker. It's rigid. It's very rigid. But if it's a spring, you can bend the spring. So backbone is like a spring. So when we bend, the backbone bends. But if you want to, like you move your hips and you move your shoulders like this, backbone you cannot move, right? So basically it's a fixed joint. Okay, fine students. Now we go further. So basically now you have to take the 12th point and the 13th point together. See, I will tell you. This is the human skeletal system, right? So basically you see this diagram. Just have a look. So I'm giving examples of the joints, and see there are 4 joints you all know, and I'm shown a diagram over here. First is the ball and socket joint. So ball and socket joint is hip joint and shoulder joint. So I mentioned this as 3. So you see the 3 here. This is a hip joint, and this is a shoulder joint. So both these 3 and both this. So hip joint and the shoulder joint is ball and socket joint. Okay. Then pivotal joint, which is the neck and the wrist. The neck and the wrist. This is the wrist, right? So the neck. So this is 1. So where is 1? Neck. This is a pivotal joint. You see this black I've shown you. Neck joint, which is 1, which is pivotal joint. Also there is another one, wrist. So these 2 1, and this is also 1. So this 1 and 1. These are wrist, and the neck is a pivotal joint. Hinge joint are 3: elbow, knee, and ankle. Ankle is this. You see the foot, ankle. This is given by 4. So where is 4? These 2 are for ankle. Then again knee, right, and this elbow. So these 3 are which is given by the 4 in the diagram. The label diagram is 4. 4 is elbow, knee, and ankle. You can see this through the diagram easily, right? So these are hinge joints, and I've already explained you all these in the previous slide. And this fixed joint, backbone, skull, upper jaw, and rib cage. So basically rib cage I haven't shown you here, but I've shown you backbone, which is 2, and skull, which is 2. So skull, this is 2, and backbone, this is 2. So basically skull and backbone, which is given by the number 2 is shown in this diagram. This is the human skeletal system, and through this I have given you a label diagram and shown you all the joints, the 4 kinds of joints, and how you can show them in a diagram, right? So this was all the chapter on body movements. Hope you like this chapter. If you like the video, give a like, and also those who I will appreciate the parents who are watching this video, and good that you can explain to the students of class 6 much better, and do share this video with a lot of students of class 6, and most of your friends who would like to know about this chapter, body movements. And those who haven't subscribed can subscribe, and there will be more videos coming on for class 6. I've already sent you one video for maths for class 6, which is fractions. This is on science now, and some more videos will come in the new year for class 6. Till then, you keep smiling and do have a good time. Enjoy your Christmas and stay indoors, stay safe, eat healthy, eat green vegetables. Also take hot homemade soup. Till then, all of you have a great time. Enjoy, students. I love you.